to the Grits and a Brit podcast. We have an episode that we hope you will love this week. See what I did there?
Oh,
see what I did
okay.
there? Yeah, it's Valentine's Day weekend as we are speaking. So it's all hearts and flowers over here.
Yep.
But before we go too far into all of that, Jay, could you please remind us what we talked about last time? And I don't know, maybe who won the Super Bowl bet we had going? And
That's all I've been hearing for last week. Who won the Super Bowl bet? Who won the Super Bowl bet? What was the prize that I got for winning the Super Bowl bet? Well, for those that are listening, I didn't win the Super Bowl bet, as you can probably guess. So, yes, last time we were talking about the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl hadn't occurred. It was a few days after we were broadcasting. We talked about Super Bowl things, the food, the adverts, because obviously adverts are the big thing, it's a huge thing. Back in the UK, not so much. We're not really big on the adverts and that kind of thing. So we discussed that, and we mentioned the bet that we have every year, which is the person who won the bet last year has first pick of the teams, and they pick a team, and if they win the bet, they get some chocolates, namely Ferrero. This is why we call them Ferreras. It's like Ferrero Rochers, all the R's.
yes,
Yeah, and
exactly.
I didn't win. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, you're a little bit salty about that.
Just a bit.
I am not. I am quite proud. I will wear my crown for the next 12 months.
And eat
with
your
pride.
Ferrero Rochers.
Well, I will not eat my Ferreros for the next 12 months because they're gone. They're gone.
I did have one or two, to be honest.
Yeah.
You were quite gracious in your win, and you did actually share your Ferrero Rochers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's okay.
I did get a little bonus box of Ferreros for Valentine's Day.
Box,
Thank you very much for that.
You're very welcome.
But yeah, the Super Bowl winnings are gone.
So that was the last episode in a nutshell.
Yes.
And you won.
Oh, who won again? Sorry.
I can't remember. My mind is suddenly a blank. Suddenly just vanished. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so.
Anyway, speaking of the little Valentine's Ferreros that you gifted me, do you have a lovely, lovely hearts and flowers little warm-up plan for us today? See what I did there?
Yeah, I think because we're talking hearts and flowers and dating and things, I want to do a quick warm-up on kind of dating etiquette. Things you should do or things you shouldn't do on a date, on a first date maybe, or just generally on a date.
Oh, so sort of dating deal breakers.
Yeah, so I know you've got a little list there. You've thought about this. So I've got a few ideas on things you should and shouldn't do. So what have you got?
So is this a dating deal breaker for you? The baseball cap. First date, any date.
If I'm going on a date, I want to look good. I'm not going to go out in a baseball cap. It just looks, I don't know. It's too casual for it. I mean, if I'm taking someone to McDonald's, yeah, that's it. I'm going to wear the baseball cap and the jeans.
Wait. Let's back up. Let's back up.
What?
Dating deal breaker. Going to a fast food restaurant drive-through situation? That's your idea of a first date?
Well, obviously, if I'm going to go on a first date, it's not going to be a burger, is it? It's going to be a Big Mac. I mean, I'm going to push the boat out.
A burger. A Big Mac is a burger.
But I mean, just a standard, normal burger.
Oh, okay.
We're talking
I see.
extra burger. We're talking Big Mac. Or if I really want to push the boat out, I mean, quarter pounder, large fries, and I might throw in an apple pie. I mean, if I think that she's, I'll throw in an apple pie. If she's worth it. But obviously I don't do that now because we're married.
Oh my goodness. I'm going on about baseball cap deal breakers and you're trying to take me through a McDonald's drive-through.
Wait, what? No, you're mistaken. I wouldn't take you through the drive-through.
Because
We'd go in.
Exist
We'd go in and sit down.
McDonald's in the UK.
The drive-through. We have drive-throughs, yeah, but they're not. I mean, that's another episode, I think. It's not as big as it is over here. I mean,
yeah.
I was surprised when I came over here. One of the things that surprised me, there's a drive-through for the bank.
Yeah.
You don't even have to get out of your car to go to the bank.
Yeah.
There's a window. You can drive up to it, and if you're depositing money, there's one of those things that sucks it up. You put it in a vacuum thing, and it sucks.
I don't even know what they call those.
Yeah, but I don't know. So a thing that goes.
Yeah.
That's a vacuum thing. Yeah. So that anyway, first dates and things.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here's a good one. The tea crime.
Tea crime.
So you're on a date. Someone offers to make you a cup of tea, but they heat the water in the microwave and they leave the tea bag in the mug while you drink it. And
I mean, I'm having a date at somebody's house.
Yeah. Just hypothetical.
So we've had a date and we go back to the house and they say, would you like a cup of tea? And I say, that'd be nice. And the date with a nice cup of tea. So, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. if I was on a date and she sort of took the cup and put some water in it and put a tea bag in it and put it in the microwave, I'd make my excuses. That's the deal breaker. What? Tea in the microwave? Wow, how very dare you? No.
Yeah.
Boil it in the pot.
That's a crime.
It's got to be boiled and it's got to be done properly, correctly. I'm a Brit. That's what we do. We do tea correctly.
Yeah. It's almost religious.
It is religious.
It's sacred.
Yes.
The sacred cup of tea.
There's a certain way to make tea.
What about ice? Because I know this is a thing for you. Ice. You go on a date and she puts like all of the ice in your cup. Yeah. I know, ladies, I know. Don't do this if you're trying to date a European.
It's like madness. I mean, I have a cold drink. I'll put some ice in it. I could probably count the cubes, maybe 5 or 6 ice cubes. Mm-hmm. But in the USA, it's like they'll fill the cup full of ice, practically overflowing with ice, then pour the drink over the ice. And it's like, what? It's full of ice. There's like a few gulps of drink because you're drinking ice and it's watering down your drink. And it's like, stop it. You don't need so much ice. It's cold already. You don't need that much ice. Stop it. Oh.
You have really strong feelings about this.
Yes.
I've learned though. I've learned. We like anywhere we go, and including at home, if I fill up our cups with ice, like to prepare for drinks, I do mine full correctly the way it should be done.
Let's
and
not
I do
go
like
with correctly, shall
3
we?
little cubes in yours.
Differently. Yeah, I always know which. I never have to say which one's mine, because yours is always overflowing with ice, so I know which one's mine. So yeah, that's
very European.
That's a good one. Yeah, very much European.
So. All right, I think one more maybe. The TMI, the too much information.
Too much information.
So they first date and they tell you their entire life story, past childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Like everything.
I mean, a first date is getting to know someone and finding out what they're like. But I don't need to know your childhood dramas. I don't need to know that your favorite teddy was destroyed when you were 6 years old and somebody ripped the arm off and you had to go to counselling because your teddy had one arm or something. I don't need to know that. That's a little bit much. It's just getting to know someone. So, I think that's a little bit... Yeah, there are certain other things that's like too much information. Like, whoa, what? I don't need to know that. Stop it. Yeah. Really? I got to go. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're a very private person as well.
Yeah.
But I think that's a European thing. And you don't do like PDA either.
No.
PDA is not a thing. And I don't know if that's a European thing or if that's
I think it's just me. Yeah. Don't do
but
PDA.
Yeah, you're like
public
Europeans. I think are more
affection.
Well, no, public displays of affection. I think is a very Southern thing, but it's not a very European thing. Like I will absolutely walk up to someone and just hugs and
I'm not a hugger.
Yeah, you're not a hugger. Like even like my family, we've been married for we've been together for like 9 years. We've been married for 4.
Yeah, I'm not a hugger.
And
I don't do hugs.
Even my family's like, I'm good. You know what? I'm good.
Yeah, I don't do hugs. But I wanted to say, talking about the first date, that just came to me. Do you do that thing where you have a friend call you when you're on a date and you say to your friend, give me a call after about 10 minutes. And if it's not going well, I can get out. Oh, it's my mother calling me. Sorry, she's had a problem. I've got to go. Oh, it's a great date, but I've got to go. Bye. Do you have that thing where your friend calls you? Like a backup plan?
So I have never had that. I have like... Okay, let's be real, ladies. Like, for women's safety purposes, I have done this is who I'm with. This is where we're supposed to be going.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I have done that, but I haven't had, the backup, hey, call me in 10 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this. Is that a thing? Have you
I think
had that?
It's different people.
Yeah.
It's not sort of a cultural thing, but, yeah, it's... I'm not going to say whether I have or I haven't, but all I will say is remember that date when my brother called me? Leave it at that.
I take it he got the no, it's all good signal.
I gave him the code word. Yeah, we had a code word.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. That is so funny.
Yeah, he got the code word and he was like, okay, I'll talk to you later. Tell me how it goes. He was like, tell me how it goes. I said, okay, thanks for calling. Bye. You know, who's that? Just my brother. Just unfortunately just called me during the day. I don't know why. Yeah.
Oh, what's my brother doing calling me, not knowing that
That's it. Exactly. Very much so.
Oh
anyway,
my goodness. Well, I'm glad I wasn't a deal breaker red flag situation.
Yeah, there was no red flags there. There wasn't TMI, and luckily we didn't make any tea. So that wasn't an issue. And I can't remember where I brought you on the date, but I don't think it was McDonald's.
No, it was kind of a weird situation because you just finished the bike ride.
Yeah.
And you had to go out for like a celebratory dinner with the crew.
With the crew, yeah.
But the next day we did have Dairy Queen together.
Yeah. And we're saying on a first date, don't go to somewhere like McDonald's, but Dairy Queen's kind of like,
Yeah.
But it's the circumstances were different.
Yeah, they were very different.
Yeah. I just traveled 3,000 miles and I was tired. And
you needed the calories, to be honest.
Yeah, I was very much underweight at that time. I think I was actually, I don't know what it is in American money, but I was like about 10.5 stone when I finished the bike ride. I lost several pounds.
I think you lost more than several pounds.
Yeah, I think 10.5 stone, maybe about 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You were, I mean this lovingly, you did not look well.
I was skinny. Well, I spent 3,000 miles cycling like maybe between 70 and 100 miles a day. I had a few off days, of course, but and I burnt up the calories. It was great. It was the best thing. I could eat anything I want. We'd go to a Pizza Hut every other day, McDonald's. I'd have 3 or 4 burgers. I'd have 2 large chips, fries. It was good. It was great. And I burnt off the calories. And obviously I burnt off too much because when I arrived, like you said, I looked a little bit sort of thin and emaciated.
Yeah, you were
style.
healthy. I mean, you looked healthy. You didn't look, but
a little bit too thin.
You needed a burger.
Very much so.
You needed some Dairy Queen.
Okay, so moving on.
Yeah, so we've kind of already jumped into our topic for today a little bit.
Yes, we've covered it a little bit.
So we're going not full on Valentine's, but we're going sort of Valentine's adjacent, and that's dating culture, dating differences. So what about the typical first date in the UK? First time out with a new person.
Yeah,
what would
first
that
time
be?
out. So the first date would be, like I say, it wouldn't be McDonald's, joking aside. It would be a restaurant. It would be a meal, like a steak or a fish restaurant or a Chinese or an Indian's, very popular. Go for a curry. That would be nice.
Oh, that's making me hungry.
Yeah, good curry. Haven't had a good curry in ages. Well, actually, I say that, but there is a place is it Greenville?
It's Raleigh, actually.
Raleigh that does a really good curry. And it does taste just like one in London. So, yeah.
Can we go there next week?
I think, that's a good idea, actually. Next podcast, we'll talk about the curry and the food, maybe.
That'd be
food
nice.
Differences. Yeah.
Oh, that would be
We'll go for a curry. That's a good idea. We haven't been for a curry in a while.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about curry for a while because we don't, being out in the middle of nowhere, we don't really have a lot of, we have, your Chinese food, things like that.
Yeah.
But we don't have the variety that you have in like a big city. So Indian food is not here, unfortunately.
It's a shame.
Oh, now I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
But we would go for a restaurant. It wouldn't be that kind of, if it's a cheap date, you still don't go to McDonald's. You still don't go to like the Burger Kings or the Kentucky, the KFC. You'll go for a meal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the other thing is, sorry to interrupt, it's I wanted to go on is payment. Who pays? Because there's that whole thing of who pays for the date. Do you pay? Does she pay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go Dutch, which is half and half?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on that? So you're the woman. If you go for a date and the guy says, "Do you mind if we pay half?" What are your thoughts? We say, "Oh, that's a cheap date. I don't want to see him again."
No, I think it's weird because it's changing. The times are changing. So way back in donkey's years when I was
back in the day,
when I was dating, it was expected that a man would pay. I think it's a Southern thing because we're still more traditional, I think.
Yeah.
But it was also a sign of the times as well. It was just expected. You took some money with you just in case, but it was expected that the man would pay.
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah.
Now, if I were to go on a first date now, I'd be like, no, I'm paying for mine.
I think for me, I ask you on the date. So I arrange a
That's a
date.
good
I'm like,
point.
would you like to go for a meal? Should we go out together? Because I've asked you, I should pay. I think it's not the man or the woman. It's
the
just,
asker.
I asked you. If I'm with my brother, for example, and friends, I said, my brother, do you fancy coming out for a meal at the weekend? My treat. I'll pay. I think for me, it's that. But as you said, times are changing, and women, a lot of women feel uncomfortable. They think if the man pays, then the man thinks, I've paid. You owe me something.
Yeah.
You know, there's that whole thing. But for me, it's just, I'm the guy, but also I've asked you out on the date, so I'm going to pay. And to be honest, if you say to me, actually, I'd rather pay, then I'm fine with that. So, okay, should we split the bill? Let's have a look. It's blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll pay half, you pay half. That's fine. It's not an issue for me. It's not a deal breaker. But I will, I wouldn't say will because I'm not going on any dates now. I would, because I'd asked you on a date, pay. And unless, as I said, you said, no, I want to pay half. So that would cover that, I think.
I think it's usually probably sorted out in advance. It's like, if you say my treat,
treat,
then I'm expecting you to pay.
I think so.
And I do think, like I said, in the past, it was just expected. Now you kind of, I wouldn't, argue with you about, no, I'm paying half, if you really wanted to pay. But I think I would come into it a little more like, okay, I may need to pay my half here.
Yep,
just more aware.
Enough. Yep.
Because of the times.
Yeah.
I think first dates are a little bit different over here because, again, you have to remember this isn't just US versus UK. This is also city versus country.
Yeah, very much so. I'm from London.
Yeah,
and you're from the countryside.
I'm from out in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, we are basically in the middle of nowhere at the moment. Yeah. We're a little bit outside a major town, but we're sort of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's where I've grown up. This is, where I've lived my whole life.
It's very different.
And the South is still, like I said, a little more traditional. So here a first date is, the guy comes around or the suitor comes around to the house. Equal opportunity that maybe
could be the lady.
The lady comes around to the house. Usually comes in, meets the family. Now, this is also a little bit age dependent as well. If you're 35 going on a first date, maybe you don't have them come in and meet your family. You don't need that. Maybe not a good idea. But yeah, sort of, teens, early 20s, they come in, they meet the family, you go out for a meal, that kind of thing.
Yeah, good.
So that's the first date culture. There's always an adventure for us specifically though, because of the language barrier.
Yeah.
So you go in a restaurant and what's the first thing they're going to ask you for? What would you like to drink?
Yeah.
And let's say, just hypothetically, you would like a little bit of H2O, as you say. We've had a few misadventures with that word. Would you like to tell on yourself?
I mean, basically, we were in a restaurant and that happened. What would you like to drink? I think we've covered this before in a podcast.
We probably have.
But it was like, what do you want to drink? To be sort of short and sweet, because I think we covered it before. And I said water, and she didn't understand me. She said, I'm sorry, what? And she was really polite. I'm sorry, it's a little bit busy in here. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I'd like a water. And at this point, you sort of looked at her and looked at me, and you realised what was happening. And you said...
Water?
Yeah. And she was like, oh, you want water? So yeah, that was good. But there are problems with the accents sometimes because the pronunciation's different, and an American ear isn't tuned to that. But most of the times it's very positive.
Yeah, most of the time.
We had an Amazon package I had to return, for example.
Oh, my goodness. This lady, you guys, she's on my list. Okay.
She's on the list, yeah. I went in to drop off the package. Basically, I said, I've got an Amazon package for a return. She went, you're British. I was like, what? She said, say that again. I said, what? Say that again. I said, I've got an Amazon package. I love your accent. Wow, where are you from? I said, well, I'm from London. Oh, I love that accent. I love it. Say something else. Say something else. I was like, I'm just dropping off a package. Wow, okay. Yeah, that was kind of surprising. But usually it is very positive. I have this positive thing. I was in an escalator in a lift in Las Vegas. And I should have said lift. I'm getting used to the American phraseology.
1 point to the grits team.
1 point to the grits. And in a lift, and there was a few ladies in there in their 20s or something. And they were already in there, obviously, and I walked in. They said, which floor do you want to go to? I said, can I go to the 4th floor, please? You're British. I went, yeah. Love your accent. Where are you from? I said, I'm from London. Oh, I'd love to go to London. London, mate. Oh, I love London. It's amazing. Tell me about London. I was like, I'm just going to the 4th floor. I don't want to do this. But yeah, so there is that kind of accent thing. So a lot of people like the accent, but fortunately, sometimes a lot of people can understand it. So,
yeah. It's almost like revered over here. It's like, you're British. Like,
yeah,
I go to the UK and people look at me like I'm stupid. Because I've gotten the water thing. I've ordered water in a restaurant.
Works the other
I'm
way.
sorry, what? Water? I'm so sorry, what? I literally had to put on the accent. I'm just like, water? Oh, water, I'm so sorry. Like,
yeah, that is an issue.
It's just like dumb Americans, right? Like,
I wouldn't go, no, it's not dumb Americans. It's
I'm
just,
saying that's the attitude.
yeah,
it's
the whole, it's just your ear isn't tuned to it, I think.
Yeah.
Same as when I come over, again, we've talked about this before, but I find it difficult to understand when you and your sisters talk. Because my ear it's slowly getting tuned now. It's not as bad as it first was. Yeah. But for me, it's kind of like, what are you saying? So yeah, I think it's just getting your ear tuned. So.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. So what about when you're done with the meal? You've got the bill, you've got the check.
Oh, tipping. Oh,
you knew exactly where I was going.
Yeah, it's we don't really do that in the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone does a good job, we tip them. If someone cuts my hair and I'm like, wow, I like that. That's really nice. Here's a few extra pounds. But we don't do that whole, if somebody just does something, you tip everything every time. Mm-hmm. Everything is a tip.
It's expected.
And it's like getting quite expensive, like 20-25%. I'm like, no. And I think most American waiters and waitresses know this, and I think they will avoid the Brit table if they can. Like, there's a couple of Brits over there. Just ignore them because you're not going to get a tip. I think that's probably what it is, because I'm very much like, no, I haven't seen you since I've come in. You came in and took my order, and that was it. I haven't seen you since then, and you want me to give you an extra 20%? I mean, if it's a meal and it's $100, for example, for a few people, I'm giving you $20 or $25 for just taking my order. No. Yeah. No, I mean, no, it's not a thing we're not big on tipping. There is a big tipping culture in the US. It's very strange to me. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times we've been in places and you're like, how much shall I tip? I'm like, what? What tip? They took an order. We're in our car at a drive-through. They took an order. Give a tip. No, that's not happening. So it's very much a Brit thing, I think.
Yeah. It's I would say it's not expected in the UK.
Yeah.
It's just if somebody goes like above and beyond, then you know, it's voluntary. Yeah. But in the US, it's almost compulsory, because in the US, specifically in restaurants, like, people are paid lower wages because the assumption is they're going to get a tip. Yeah. And when I was young, it was like 10% was expected. But now it's like you said, like 15, 20, 25% tip. Crazy. And you're looking for them to, like, you know, jump out of a box wearing a hat and shaking maracas or
exactly.
something.
At least shaking maracas. I mean, I'll forego the jumping out of a box, but shake some maracas at least. 20%. Wow.
Yeah, so it's an adventure, and I'm like, how much of a tip should we leave?
Exactly.
But speaking of tips, I've got a tip for you.
What is it?
I need to go get dinner on because I'm actually really hungry.
Is that a polite way of saying let's call the podcast finished? Is that it?
Maybe wrap it up a little bit.
Wrap it up a little bit, okay.
Yeah, because I'm pretty hungry. And I also know what's for dinner. You don't know what's for dinner. I know what's for dinner. So I'm excited.
Sounds good. Okay, so
we're having bangers and mash.
Oh, have you got any HP sauce?
I do have some HP sauce.
You see, that's how you can tell that your wife loves you. She gets some HP sauce. It's not a thing over here, HP sauce.
Yeah, I have to special order it. We have to do an Amazon thing.
You got a special order of HP sauce?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you, Amazon.
With bangers and mash. Oh,
feel free to sponsor this podcast. I'm kidding.
Bangers and mash, sponsored by Amazon. Okay, yeah. So, wrapping it up.
Let's get some dinner on. And,
So, basically, to finish up, I keep forgetting to say this, but if you're listening and enjoying the podcast, please like, subscribe, follow. We've got some followers, but it would be nice if we have followers. And it'd be nice if you subscribe, because then you'll get the podcast every Tuesday morning when it's released. Sorry, every second Tuesday morning when it's released. So, like, subscribe, and follow. So, with that, I think we'll call it.
Wait, what? If you like and subscribe, you can also go see the picture posted of me with my little Ferrero winnings.
Yeah, the winning picture. There's a picture of you holding the winnings.
Well, it's not actually me. Okay, it's a
cartoonified.
Reimagining.
Yeah,
it's
the cartoonified.
But
image.
yeah,
yeah,
you get to see me holding my little empty box of Ferrero's.
Yeah. And on that note, because you had to get your Ferrero's in again, we know you won. You were the winner. Gosh. I think you should say goodbye, Chris.
Goodbye, Chris.